connect with your energy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of your support. This is going to be your daily message. I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things and do these as soon as I get up. Yeah, that's going to be the new schedule. We're trying here. We're trying. I hope these messages find everyone in good health and good wealth and good spirits. Okay? It's general. It's for the collective. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. We don't know what's going to come out. It could be career. It could be love. It could be another version, a lighter version of a real shit message. It is going to be the daily. All right? We're back. The Golem, interesting. Interesting. A close friend acts on your behalf. I've already experienced this morning. Early in the wee hours. Yeah, a very close friend. Fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. It was actually because of that close friend that I didn't have reckless actions. I'm loving this reading already. We're going to go into it. One more here. Well, I'll be damned. The Harlequin. True feelings are unmasked. Okay. Let's move these on up. All right, so we got the Golem, Fire, and the Harlequin. So, like I said, I've already experienced this morning. Seems completely accurate for me. And again, this is general, not going to resonate with everyone. But if you caught the real shit message, it makes perfect sense because basically everything that's been happening is just on this sort of repetitive pattern, this sort of cycle, circuit. I'm hearing circuit. Of energy, nothing new under the sun, as we all know. But yeah, many of you actually will be having a close friend, if not more than one close friends, act on your behalf. Now, they could be taking up for you when you don't know it. Okay. They could also be, oh, I apologize. I just really like rammed into the table. They could also be holding you back or regrounding you or talking some sense into you, if you will, whenever you find out some truths, right? Whenever you find out the true face or feelings of a person, be it, that of an employer or a family member or a partner. And then again, you may be the one unmasking some true feelings, okay? I do get strongly that there are quite a few people that are running from feelings. They're scared to feel the feels, and that's okay. I understand. I get it. But I would urge you to think of how that's making, if it is involved with another person, I would urge you to consider how that may be making that other person feel, okay? So while they're all in or, completely loyal to you, whether it's a friendship or partnership, a romantic relationship, a coworker or employee-employer relationship, whatever it is, if they're all in for you and you are not all in for them, and you are lying to them or, wearing a mask in some way, I would urge you to really take a deep dive and try to understand from their point of view the significant damage, both mentally and emotionally, that this could be causing a person. And a lot of times these damages and issues follow us for some time. This is why we call it baggage, right? We have these, I don't really want to call it trauma, but it is, it is, even if it's little and kind of seemingly irrelevant at the time, it does have lasting effects. So if that is you, I would urge you to consider how that may be making another feel, and get away from that situation. We don't want to be leading anyone on. We don't want to be lying to anyone. Just better to exit them out of your life. Okay, even if it is you that feels like you can't be honest. Now, on the flip side of that, if you are having people that you've been aware that they are wearing a mask, and you're slowly just, being faced over and over again with the fact that you can no longer deny that you're looking at a mask, I would be very, very careful going forward with your actions, things that you can't erase, things that you can't correct. Those fiery tempers are almost 100% of the time going to get you into trouble. So I do see people leaning on more of their friends, and I'm not even sure close family members. The reason I say close family members is because family members have a tendency to be more harsh and even more biased in these type of situations, and they can often not really adequately act as a voice of reason, and that's because they love you so much. Now, that's not to say your friend doesn't love you so much, but the family usually takes on a more protective role. And so your family can oftentimes get you in more trouble than the friend. Okay? And sometimes that's vice versa. If you got a crazy friend, and you're coming to them with a fiery situation, they'll be the ones to get the gas can and the shovel and the lime. So just be careful. But I do see people leaning on the ones that they know will bring them down, ground them, talk some sense into them, keep them rational, and help them through situations that you're seeing. Here's what I'm getting though. You've been seeing, this is nothing new. This true feelings or masks is nothing new. Now, on the flip side of that, there are many of you that are having to mask your true feelings in order to get through a situation. That is to say, maybe some of you really, really are passionate about a certain job or dream or situation or what have you, relationship. You really have a lot of love for that. You really have a lot of passion for that. You really want that. I mean, you want that so bad. You can just taste it. You almost can't think about anything else. Well, in order to get that out of your mind, to go forward and be some type of a functioning human being, you are having to put on a mask. You are having to mask these true feelings, okay, to keep you from this sort of obsession, infatuation, to keep you spiraling into a form of depression. And for that also, you may be finding yourself using your support groups and friends, and find your friends acting on your behalf as well. Okay, let's get into the tarot. I'm hearing not right now. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's a juggle here. There's a constant effort to maintain balance. And that's what I was saying. Like, I mean, look, the reckless actions lead to conflict. On this side, you've got a friend acting on your behalf. On this side, you've got true feelings or mask. Over here, you have lies and omissions, whether they are to help people or benefit people, or, to not hurt people or whatever. And then you've got friends acting. You've got a support system over here. And in the middle, you've got this hot-tempered energy that acts destructive and reckless. And so overall, you've got this energy, the Two of Pentacles, trying to actively and putting a lot of effort into maintaining this balance so that you don't come through with this reckless behavior. Okay. And maybe that's why I'm hearing not right now. Like, I simply can't be bothered. Okay. Not right now. I've got too much going on. I'm juggling too much. I'm trying to stay afloat. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to work on my coins. I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to stay up. I'm trying to stay on top. Okay. Now, on the other side of that, with this true feelings are masked and fiery, reckless behavior, you may be dealing with someone who is juggling a couple of people. If this is resonating on a romantic relationship type of level with you, you may be dealing with somebody who you have known is juggling a couple of people, but you're now being faced with situations and proof and just blatant lie. Like, you're not going to be able to deny this anymore. Universe is making you look it dead in the face so that you can do whatever it is you need to do to move on from the situation, because if it's coming to this point where the reckless actions are leading to conflict, if it's coming to this point, it is toxic. Okay, it is toxic. There's no two ways about that. Now, you also may be dealing with someone or something that is having to juggle several situations, okay, or is trying to juggle several situations. With this first little spread here, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're not doing it very well. Nonetheless, let's continue. The Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, people just really just focusing on their coins and also brainstorming on what's coming next. Remember, the Princess of Pentacles, it's all about putting those, it's sitting down and it's making a plan, okay? And it's adolescence too. So you could have someone acting a little bit immature or not planning out situations. Princess of Pentacles also can be a little bit spontaneous in the wrong way, or at the wrong time even sometimes, where someone doesn't really think something through. It's like, it can be a dreamer state, which is good, but also not always, okay? But more than anything, I just see people here focused on their coins, like staying focused. Like, I just really can't be bothered with this. This is, I can't be bothered unless it's my mask that I need to put on to be productive and semi-functional. Yeah, I'm hearing resting face. Resting face. Okay, 5 of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, I just can't be bothered. So I'm saying, like, this is how to go forward and just focus on the coins. We can't be bothered with any heavy confrontation right now. It's not going to end well because emotions are running too high for many of us. And if you caught the real shit message, that's because we're being bombarded with a lot of different strategic frequencies and misinformation rather. I'm hearing malware as well. I'm not sure where that's coming from. That may resonate with some of you on any number of levels, okay? The Sun in the reverse position. Okay, so obviously, as we've stated, you know, you're fighting depression. And so what do? You refocus and you do something productive that you can control. And that's usually working on tangible things, and that's money. And thinking about where we can go from here. How do we avoid the conflict? How do we avoid the sadness? How do we avoid destroying ourselves further? I'm hearing also. And this friend, as it's coming over here, this friend may be that very distraction that you need in order to help distract you and veer you away from really explosive, I'm hearing explosive confrontation. I'm actually seeing the Sun in the reverse position as dousing out that flame. So somebody's literally like throwing water on that. I'm hearing go take a cold shower and cool down. The Two of Swords. Yeah, we definitely have situations where you're cutting away and turning your back on the people that are wearing the false mask, whether it's you in your own mask or someone else that's wearing this mask. It's like, yeah, I don't need that shit anymore. There's some decisions to be made here for sure. Okay, Prince of Cups. Again, we're getting more lower, not lower level. Prince and princesses are not as stable as kings and queens, right? I just don't trust them. But nonetheless, you've got a proposal coming in here. Let's expand on this a little bit more. We are going to clarify. Princess of Cups coming right after the Prince of Cups. Someone possibly came in with an offer that just, that ain't it. That is not where it's at. That's all you have? That's all you have to offer me? No. Nah. Next. Yeah, the World. Someone might have come from across a land from afar or whatever to make an offer. Now, I do see whatever happens here changes the entire situation. Either you change your entire outlook, or the other person changes their ways or their outlook. Whatever happens from this point on, it's either going to create some distance between the situations and or the people, or it lights a fire up under everyone's ass who's involved to get them moving in the right direction. Now, that direction is not necessarily with one another or in the same field, but what it is forward, okay? King of Pentacles, money, money, money. I'm loving it. Everyone loves money. We try to have the healthiest relationship we can with it. I mean, we do need it after all to survive. Okay, and ending out the read here, you've got the 5 of Swords underneath the 2 of Swords with the Queen of Swords over here in the overall energy. How very interesting, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles right underneath that with the 8 of Swords in the reverse underneath that. I'm telling you, someone has created a distraction for themselves through support groups in the form of work and money to get through whatever this situation is. You've had to, whether male or female, we're talking about energies, not necessarily gender, male or female, you are having to, whoever may be resonating with this reading, cut things out in order to create a stable environment for yourself, a secure, stable environment that is going to last. I'm hearing self-sustainable. I'm also hearing we must throw it out, okay? If it's threatening my substance, I'm hearing if it's threatening my substance, if it's threatening my security, okay? If it's taking me off task, I'm throwing it out. And that is for now. I think it's very important for me to reiterate for now. It's not necessarily going to be that way in the future. You may come back to this. However, I'm not sure how that's going to work because there's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of lies and anger built up here that's been festering. And there's also a ton of growth happening here. So for someone to come back, it's almost like you get to a point where it's like, that's so far beneath me. I just can't. No. But you do have the 5 of Swords ending out the entire thing, okay, underneath that 2 of Swords. So at least one person here is willing to fight for this situation at all cost, which is not very good with the energies we see here, because that in itself is destructive. With these over here as well, super destructive. But someone isn't ready to let go of whatever this is. So on the flip side, this could actually work really good for you because this is a lot of coins. If this is dealing with a work situation and you are tired, you're loyal, you're right by your boss, whatever it is, and you just feel like you aren't being paid enough, this 5 of Swords here coming out after you're not going to let anything threaten it. And this Prince of Cups coming over here with the Princess of Cups in the reverse here. This is an offer that wasn't good enough, but someone ends up continuing to fight for it. So this actually could turn out to be an employee that ends up giving you the raise that you wanted or needed in order to make you stick around, because someone is showing up here fighting for this situation at all costs, okay? So it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when it comes to a situation of work and you are the, well, whichever, if you're on the employee or the employer end, whoever's willing to fight for this situation because they believe that it's the right thing to do, all of your pentacles are upright. So I see that turning out really, really well if that is the case for many of you. Now, on the other side of that, if this is dealing with a romantic situation or some other type of connection, family, friend, and whoever's willing to fight for this at all costs, I don't see that working out well because you still have this false mask up here. Now, we're going to clarify to see. Real quick, I especially want to clarify that 5 of Swords. I know this is a sword. Clearly, I can see this is a sword. I know this deck. I've had it for a very long time. But it keeps appearing to me as a chain. As if this person is cuffed here or bound here. Should I turn this up? I don't know how well y'all can see. I feel like you can see pretty well, but let's see. Is that any better? It's super too bright for me, but hopefully that's better for y'all. I keep seeing it as a chain, as if there's a cuff here around this person, and this is a chain connected to something that we can't see and they're not looking at. But it doesn't really matter. And you see that he's holding the two swords here, like the two swords here. So I see someone really is not allowing this situation to be cut out. They're going to fight for it, but in a way that is purely bound. They're bound by the situation and not necessarily wanting it of pure intentions. Okay, so that can be very dangerous and very toxic, as I'm seeing it's probably going to end up. Look at that sun coming out in the reverse position again, if you're not careful. Okay. Now, this Prince of Cups and this Princess of Cups coming through right here, opposite each other, one in the upright, one in the reverse with the World. I'm seeing her walk away. She's walking away from this offer. It simply isn't good enough. Either it's not good enough or it's not something she can commit to right now or wants to commit to. And she's fully aware and agreed, you know, this is completely consensual. Like, I want to do this. I want to walk away from this. I want to go away. I want to get to this King of Pentacles energy. But then you have this Five of Swords here. So, and this could be with you. It could be a situation where you're doing really well. You're taking care of all of the things that you need to take care of. Everything's falling into place. You're working hard. You've got a goal in mind. You're on a mission, whatever it is. And then boom, your own thoughts, feelings, and, you know, demons, if you will, kind of come up and bite you in the ass over here. This could be you with you. But for many of you, it actually feels like a completely separate being. The Magician. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. Six of Pentacles in the reverse position. It's just not working. It's not even, and it's just not working out. This, whoever is fighting for this doesn't really want to give what they can to make it work. It's a bit of a selfish energy. You have a person here that's skilled. They're a master manifestor. They're skilled. They're completely able to give to this situation, but they actually don't want to. They don't want to give evenly. They just want to fight for it. This is very argumentative. It's very combative. Once again, very toxic. And with the Magician coming here, and these Pentacles coming in reverse. Now remember, all of your Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, all coming in the upright. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But over this Five of Swords, you get the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles coming in the reverse position. So whoever is this argumentative, I'm going to fight to the death no matter what I want, no matter who it hurts or how I get it, because I know that I can. This is going to disrupt your Pentacles. This is going to disrupt your money. This is going to disrupt your creation. This is going to disrupt whatever it is you're trying to build up and whatever it is you're trying to put forward in order to get back. Okay. And they're not, and this is someone who is likely extremely parasitic energy and doesn't really understand or isn't aware of the parasite that they are. They drain. You'll know this person because they drain you. Even if they don't, let's say they call and they just want to argue, or they're always having some really selfish sort of suggestions or wants or requests. I'm hearing like an impossible request. You'll notice that you're super drained after these encounters. And it's not just draining you on a mental and a physical level. it is draining you on a financial level, because though you may not be handing them actual money, if money is what you are after, if you're after sort of something tangible, if you're trying to get on your feet or trying to go to the next level or trying to get a promotion or trying to create your own business, become entrepreneur, whatever this is, this also steals from that energy. It also depletes that energy, and it creates blocks and walls. And I'm hearing dead end paths. This person actually creates dead end paths. It's interesting because whenever I'm seeing that and hearing that they create dead end paths, I'm seeing this false mask. So this person is very misleading, and they're very, very skilled at what they do. What that mouth do though. And even that ain't that good. Ooh, back. Rewind, Rebecca. Stay on task. Anyway, they're very skilled at the way they manipulate you, okay? We'll say that. And they're creating a lot of hiccups and bumps that don't need to be created and don't need to be stood for, okay? But I see you cutting... I see you cutting this out, the Fool in the reverse position. Over time, you're getting there. And that's because you're so adamant and focused. And right now, you're the Queen of Swords in the upright. Right now, you're making no excuses and you're going forward. It may appear a bit cold, but it's really not. You've still talked yourself down from saying or doing anything that you can't take back so far. But if you keep messing around with this energy or keep allowing it to mess around with you, there will be a situation that you can't take back. There will be some type of reaction that you can't take back, especially going back to that real shit message, the knee-jerk reactions and the level of confusion that's being caused on purpose. So all anybody really needs is a reason. I mean, just give me a reason. Give me a reason, okay? That's all I need. I'll pop off. I will pop off. Just give me a reason. So, but you also see this person over here getting the Fool in the reverse position. They're foolish for not wanting to give to the situation. They're foolish for continuing to take from the situation. They're foolish for not wanting to build in this. And they are also very foolish for holding on to it in this way and fighting for it and being manipulative about it, okay? It's a whole foolish decision, but you can't clear that karma for them, okay? You get closure by giving yourself closure. And that's something that I've had to remind myself of a lot lately. You with you, me with me. You give yourself closure. The other person doesn't give you closure. That's their closure. That's their karma. You leave it to them. You can't control that. Let's see what's going on with this this Princess of Cups in a reverse position before we get out of here. I don't really see us needing to clarify much else. Yeah, Son of Wands. That was the offer. Whatever it was fast acting. So it was either quick sex, wham bam, thank you ma'am, or a quick position, like a temporary position in a job, or you know, it was very in and out. It's not lasting, it's not sustainable, and that's why it wasn't good enough for you. Yep, just gonna leave you with another broken heart. And that's something you're getting further and further away from. You're getting further and further away from allowing people to hurt you. It's like it hurts less each time. Let's see what's going on with this Harlequin card. The mask hiding true feelings. The Five of Cups in reverse position. No one wants to leave this situation. I get it. I get it. With the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's love here. Like I said in the very beginning, you're very passionate about whatever it is, whatever this is. It's either your calling, your actual career, your passions in life, your job, your boss, your family, your friends, your home, your city, whatever you represent, whoever you stand up for. Could be some level of activism. I'm not sure why I just heard activist. But also any romantic relationships, okay? There is love here, and no one actually wants to leave the situation. But there is coming a point where it's just like, okay, I get it. I get what you want. I hear what you're saying, but you're not willing to do the work. And I got shit to do. I got shit to do. There's been a lot of investment here. This has been long lasting, whatever this is, but also be very careful where you continue to invest, especially if it is becoming, as toxic as I'm seeing it become here, you know? Let's get this 5 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. In the world, coming over that world. Yeah, the 3 of Wands coming after the Princess of Pentacles too. Both are planning cards. Okay, both are planning cards. You are planning to go forward, and honestly, even whatever you love and feel so strongly about, if the opportunity arises for it to work out, I believe that you'll be likely open to allowing that to unfold. But for right now, you're not going to allow it to hold you back. You are going to go forward. You do have a plan, and you are going forward. And planning to end out this cycle. Yep, with the 2 of Wands. You have whoever this is resonating with, you have a very clear direction. You have a very clear goal in mind, and you're going after that. I'm telling you, this is someone on a mission, and I resonate with this reading. I hope you do too. Okay, you're going to new lands, new bounds. You're even new PP. New. It's all gonna be new. And I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, with the Star, it's more divine, and it happens so quick when you're least expecting it, not even looking for it. Yeah, so whether this is a business, especially if it's like entrepreneurship, if you've been trying to get something to go through, it's like you may try so hard. This is also something I've experienced in the recent weeks. You may try so hard, and they're shutting every single door on you, and then bam, somebody answers the phone or opens a door, and you walk out with everything you need right there. It's just going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, stick to it. Stick at it, especially in the money department. This reading is looking so amazing for anyone that is trying to go for a promotion, get a better job, get a better career, start a business, or make money on the side. Whatever it is, this reading is amazing for that. Keep going. You got this. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time.